When two people are having a no strings attached relationship, there should be a level of transparency that keeps both parties or all parties involved physically safe and mentally safe. Financially safe. But this no strings attached phrase is usually related to two people, usually in an intimate relationship, and no strings attached refers to don't catch feelings, or I don't owe you nothing, or we just friends with benefits. I myself at this mindset have a long time was like I had given myself mentally to so many women and fallen in love. And I think what was happening is that I was falling in love with the idea of being in love, or the fact that this person makes me feel good. You get into a relationship with somebody and they say no strings attached, and you're just like, okay, yeah, but I think if I treat them good enough that I can get them to change their mind. And you'd be like, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But you just keep pouring in to the idea, if not the person, that this is gonna change because you want it to change. Nah, you can't do that to yourself. Don't do that. And the reason I say that is because let's say you're the person on the other end that's like, hey, I ain't trying to do nothing serious, right? And they say, yeah, I get that. But I'm just going to enjoy my time with you. I've had people, I ain't going to say people because that suggests something else. I've had women just be like waiting, hey, I was waiting for your call. Hey, little, what you trying to do this weekend? You wanna go? Now, I was the type of guy, I would take them to the movies, even if it was no strings attached. 9 times out of 10, they was the only person I was messing with. So I was cool with taking them out to dinner. I was cool with going to the movies. I was cool with hanging out like we was together. But it wasn't like I had totally committed. It's like we just talking, or we are dating, or we're trying to find out each other. But it worked out because some of them I ended up dating. Some of them I knew I wasn't going to date anyway. I wasn't going to wife them up because I could see what they was doing. Some of them weren't being honest. Some of them was messing with other dudes and stuff. And I'm like, yo, who is he? Oh, he ain't nobody. I'm like, it's obviously somebody because he eyeballing like you doing something wrong. And you got to be able to, and I've been in a situation where I was like, nah, I ain't trying to, serious. Before things get crazy, I ain't trying to be in no serious relationship. I'm not trying to do any of that. So before we get started, I'm just letting you know from the beginning. And Shorty might be like, all right, cool, I got you. And then nothing physically ever happens, and we never pursue anything. And it's cool because I've been friends with them still to this day. But then there was times where a female approached me, and I'm like, why you wait till we get hot and heavy to say, hey, I don't feel comfortable giving myself to you if you're not gonna be my boyfriend. I'm like, so you gonna make me choose now? Like, Shorty, I got your shirt off. You got your shoes off, your pants down, and everything. You want to talk about now? You want to proposition me with that and say, okay, so I don't feel comfortable giving you sex if you're not gonna be my boyfriend. I'm like, I could just say yeah, get what I want, and then play the dummy, not be like, you know what? I think I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. I could ride it out for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. And be like, I don't think you're the one for me. I ain't finna take you through that. I wasn't finna do that to nobody. I want to take you through that and be like, that's lame. That's lame because dudes who do stuff like that aren't thinking about the possibility of this chick pulling up on you at your job, whether she see you with anybody or not, when she figure it out and doing something bad to you. Chicks own guns too, right? Chicks own pistols too. Chicks can stab you, pull up on you, cause you some real bodily harm because you playing with their heart. Dudes do the same thing, but chicks are most underestimated. Dudes are, dudes or would be known for physically jumping on women, beating women up, right? But chicks ain't known this possibility, but they not looking at it like, oh man, she ain't gonna do nothing. Man, please don't get into that mindset thinking ain't nobody gonna put their hands on you because you're a dude. You don't know how many times that chick been hurt. That's the conversation you need to be having from the beginning. If you thinking about laying down with her, you better learn something. Shoot, tell them from the jump what you're looking for. Don't even play games. It's just stupid. It's real stupid because somebody gonna get jacked up, and it ain't gonna be cool. So you never know, that person could be married. That person could have a boyfriend, girlfriend. They could already have somebody special in their life. So you need to be asking these questions, even though there's no strings attached. Like, yo, you got a boyfriend? Shorty was like, yeah, he in jail. I'm like, when is he getting out? Oh, he supposed to be getting out in like a year. I'm thinking about like, where's he coming back to? Oh, well, we was living together before he went to jail. I'm like, I don't want to be on that list. I don't want you. No, I don't want nobody to say, hey man, what's happened to old boy, the dude you was messing with? But I don't want none of that. Ain't none of that worth it, male or female. If she getting out of jail, if he getting out of jail, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Y'all folks want to play those silly games. That's how you end up on the news, for real. And I don't do stuff like that. I don't play games like that. Them folks will have you, and sometimes you be liking somebody, or they just missing that part of their life so much that they'll take a chance like that. That's goofy. That's goofy as hell. That's not something I'm willing to do. I mean, I've been out there, and I'd have told female straight up, I was like, yeah, I got somebody. And she'd be like, huh? I was like, I'm telling you the truth. When you tell a female or male or whoever, you tell them that lets them know that, what they got in their right mind, that it's not really a possibility of anything being serious between y'all. And then to get them to understanding that I probably don't want to be with this person anyway, other than a little quick touch and go, because they're cheaters. You know what I'm saying? That's how you would look at it. But anyway, I hope y'all got something out of this. See y'all later. Peace.